A boy tosses a coin off the edge of a skyscraper. He wonders, what would happen if it actually hit someone below? But due to air resistance, the coin veers off its intended path and ends up falling into the building's ventilation shaft. It tumbles downward and finally gets lodged in the blade of an exhaust fan. The fan jams and grinds to a stop. Meanwhile, on the floor below, a lavish party is underway. The guests have no idea that disaster is quietly brewing above them. As people dance, the bolts supporting the floor beneath them begin to shake loose. A worker pops open a bottle of champagne. The cork flies up and strikes a crystal chandelier on the ceiling. A crystal prism breaks off and crashes onto the suspended glass stage. Cracks immediately begin to spread across the glass. A string of seemingly random events is building into something far worse. At that exact moment, the jammed exhaust blade snaps under the stress. A sharp fragment pierces a nearby gas line. Almost simultaneously, the glass stage shatters completely. Those dancing on it plummet through the air. One man grabs the edge of the remaining glass, desperately trying to climb back up. Iris reaches out to pull him to safety, but fate has already decided. He slips and falls to his death. The scene descends into chaos. Survivors scramble to escape. In the confusion, someone bumps into a chef carrying a flaming dish. The fire leaps onto a woman's dress, and she runs screaming, engulfed in flames. The leaking gas spreads to that floor, and the flames ignite it in an instant. The explosion kills most of the people still alive. The few who remain run for the emergency exit, terrified. The boy who tossed the coin is leading the pack. Just when they think they've made it, the escape route collapses beneath them. People tumble into the abyss one after another. In the end, only the boy at the front and Iris at the very back survive the fall. Their last hope, the emergency elevator. Everyone rushes to squeeze inside. Just as the doors are about to close, a man shoves Iris out of the elevator to make room for himself. He scrambles in, but the elevator is overloaded. The cables snap. The entire car plunges into the shaft. No one inside survives. Iris is left outside, alive once again. With all escape routes cut off, the remaining survivors gather on one side of the restaurant, hoping it will hold until rescue arrives. But their combined weight throws the suspended structure off balance. Ironically, the side they thought was safest is the first to collapse. Iris cheats death again. She reaches out to save another woman, but before she can grab her, the woman falls into the void. Miraculously, this part of the glass floor remains intact. The others freeze in place, not daring to move. All they can do now is pray for rescue. Meanwhile, the boy who started it all has reached the ground floor. Right then, the coin he threw lands on top of a grand piano in the ballroom. The piano, thrown off balance, slides forward and smashes through the remaining glass floor. Everyone still above plunges to their deaths. The piano crashes to the ground, crushing the boy who had thrown the coin. He dies on impact. In the end, only Iris and a young boy survive. As the floating restaurant teeters on the edge of total collapse, Iris grabs the boy's hand and jumps into the void. Her engagement ring catches on a crack in the wall mid-fall, breaking her descent and saving her life, once again, by a thread. But luck doesn't last forever. Eventually, Iris too loses her grip and falls. Then, Stephanie wakes up. It was all just a dream, but one question lingers in her mind. Who is Iris, the woman she saw in her nightmare?